Today I'll be reacting to 7 things I have to buy when I visit the USA. Okay, this will be an interesting one, but before I go into that, can I ask you for one thing? If you can leave a like, thank you so much, my friend. This is the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration now. Link for the original video in my description. Diane, what an amazing channel. Give her some love. That said, let's play it.
I thought it might be interesting to hit up a Target.
Target?
A couple of things that I can only buy when I'm in the United States of America.
Okay.
So come along with me and let's check them out. It's bloody freezing. Cozy? Comfy cozy?
Oh, so cute.
You happy to you? So today I want to tell you guys about a couple of things that when I'm in the USA I always make sure I bring back. Of course, with globalization these days, you can online order pretty much anything if you're willing to pay customs charge.
This is true, yeah.
That being said, there are still a couple of things I make sure I buy when I am in the US of A. As you guys know, one thing that I absolutely love when I'm in America is restaurant food, but you cannot buy that, put it in your suitcase and bring it back. So today I'll be specifically talking about stuff that I can do that with. I'm also going to mention a couple of things that the markup when they come over to Europe is just freaking huge, so it's not worth buying them over here.
Really?
Enough hooing and hawing. Let me get into the first one, and if you've been around here a while, you know what the first one is.
Okay, the first... Oh, we should know the first one. I watched a couple of her videos. The first one, beef jerky. Beef jerky. I'm going with that.
Bear with me. Crest whitening strips.
Or that.
So in the EU, there is a law on how much bleach a person can use on their teeth at home. I think it's called bleach. I assume it's bleach.
Okay.
Like hydrogen peroxide. One of the thing that makes your teeth white. But in the USA, it's much higher.
USA! USA!
So in Europe, we have a lot of look-alike things that are like Crest whitening strips. I think Crest may have even come up with a version in Europe, but it is not as strong because they are not legally allowed to sell us the strong stuff. So without fail, I come back with Crest whitening strips in my suitcase.
Makes sense.
However, I have to say, recently the price of Crest whitening strips has gone up in America.
I think you guys know what the very first thing I'm going to want to buy is. It's going to be the
Okay.
Crest whitening strips because they are massively illegal in Europe. This is kind of interesting. Since I started coming to the USA, this has been put behind a lockbox. But
Oh, since they are so expensive, they got locked. Okay.
it is expensive, so it makes sense. I'm kind of curious if any of the home store versions, like the Target whitening strips or the... What's that other store I was in?
Walmart.
Walgreens
Okay.
whitening strips are as good. I kind of don't want to take any chances. I just want my whitening strips. Well, they're not very good for your teeth, but the chemicals in them are apparently too strong for people to use at home. But I feel like if you just use them now and again, you're okay. That's what I tell myself.
It's like we
Okay.
know we go in and we put them in our cases and we take them back. You can get the odd, what's it called? Like illegal Crest whitening strip in Europe. I once purchased a single Crest whitening strip on eBay for €25. It was for...
To be honest, Americans, they tend to have great teeth. I feel like much better than us in Europe. I never cared about this, for example, having crazy white teeth.
a big dance that I had coming
But I think looks nice, don't get me wrong.
up, and I really wanted my teeth to be white. But I should really just buy a whole load of them and import them into Europe and sell them to my friends. I mean, give them to them. They're really popular here, though. Like, you will always get people being like, "Can you buy me a box when you go over?" The next
really?
thing, without a doubt, has to be different types of pharmaceutical.
I'm just realizing now, like, pretty much a lot of the stuff I want to get here that I can't get in Europe is medicinal. But another thing I want to get is the liquid IV, because that shiz is very good, especially when you have a hangover. Not that I ever get a hangover, because... Something else we can't get exactly is Dayquil, NyQuil, and actually they're very good when you're sick, like very helpful.
What the hell is that? Cold and flu. Okay, this is new to me, my friends.
So I will be loading up on these. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
Something else that's not impossible to get in Europe, but is trickier, is melatonin. So I'd be loading up on my melatonin.
Melatonin. Oh, my friends, am I dumb? In the sense that I should know this type of stuff, or is this so American that is normal for me? Oh, I feel a bit lost on this video. Melatonin. Okay, so sleep. This puts you to sleep. Okay.
I think the strongest, now I will correct myself in editing, or editor Diane will, I think the strongest we can get is 8 milligrams. So we get that. Dr.
Okay.
Bronner's stuff is like €10 cheaper here in the US. We do have drugs that contain acetaminophen, I think it's called, is the active pharmaceutical in Dayquil, NyQuil, but it just doesn't hit the same. So I do like to pick it up. Also, that stuff you spray up your nose, more medicinal stuff, but it's good. This.
Okay.
I know this is available in Europe, but it's actually quite hard to get.
You know what, my friends? Because what I'm saying is, I feel I'm lucky on this, but I don't use anything when it comes to this type of stuff. Nothing. All natural sinus relief. Okay.
And recently a family member had a really bad cold, and I was like, we need that up the nose thing, and nobody had it. No pharmacies had it that were nearby.
I sound like such a junkie at this video. Dayquil and NyQuil are so good, and I always make sure that I have a packet on hand that I've brought in from the USA. I don't know what's in that shiz, but it's just like stronger than the stuff we have here. And I could have gone down like an exploratory route of ingredients, but I just didn't. Don't get me wrong, we have like ibuprofen, cold and flu here, Nurofen, cold and flu. But the Dayquil and NyQuil just hits different. So I always stash some of that stuff in my bag. Speaking of bags, you know what I don't have in my new merch store? Bags. But I do have
this humongous chewy blanket, these stickers, this
Okay.
glass with my face on it that says beer goes here, this mug with my face on it that says hydration station, this so baseball cap with my YouTube channel name on the back, and merch endorsing the greatest presidential candidate that ever has been. With the best campaign
Okay. Yeah, that's my face also. Let me say one thing, my friends. You guys actually have been asking me to do merch, but I feel weird doing that, being honest with you, my friends. There is one thing that you guys ask a lot, is you guys for some reason want me to do a t-shirt or something saying no chance. I don't know why is that actually, but okay.
Pardon? That was a good plug, wasn't it? Oh, and while I'm plugging stuff, if you want to join me on Wednesday, I'll be doing a live stream over on Twitch, and you can help me decide stuff like what color to make the lights in the videos. They decided blue.
Blue
Oh, hey,
is
if you
good.
can't think of anything to say below in comments, let me know what color you think the lights should be in the next video. I can do flashy lights, but I feel it's distracting. Anyway, another thing that I always make sure I buy when I'm in the USA, if I don't have it on hand from the last trip, is melatonin. So getting melatonin in Europe, usually you have to have some kind of prescription, or the stuff that they have, again, just isn't as strong, like the dosages that they can give you. Also, liquid IV, that shit hits good when you're hungover. In Ireland, we have an equivalent. It's like a sachet you put in your drinks, but again, it's just like the liquid IV is like what it sounds like, liquid IV. The next thing that I buy, and I actually had a little...
Let me say one thing. This may shock you, my friends, and you guys think I'm Russian, but I don't drink. On my end, I'm also not Russian. When I say I don't drink, is I don't drink... it's very rare, basically. I don't like that well. The taste of alcohol never... I don't know, I never find that... you guys, André, you are crazy. Beer is so good. And I have a lot of friends that love that stuff, but not me.
not row, but a conversation with my mom about this is Tide to Go pens. They are the only thing that gets stains.
Okay, Tide. Actually, I call this Tide, but Tide. This is a very popular brand here also to clean the clothes, but... what the hell is this?
Out of your clothes. Like, if you don't know them, they're little pens, and if you spill something on yourself or you have a little mark, you use them, and you can just like rub out the stain without having to wash your clothes.
And we do
And that works. Oh my god, I'm such a disaster. When I'm eating, I'm like a baby, to be honest.
have versions of it here, but again, I have tried different versions and they are not as good as the Tide to Go pens. And I don't know why they don't sell the Tide to Go pens
Okay.
here. You can probably get them, but just not in like supermarkets that I can see. That brand is the only brand that gets the stains out first time. The next thing, and I know this will not apply to the majority of you guys, but in case you hadn't heard, I'm an Irish girl and I am a very stereotypical Irish girl in that I love my fake tan. Not all Irish girls do, but I do. I really love it. I'm a pale blue girl if I don't have my tan on. And only recently they started selling tonology drops in Europe and you can buy them in Sephora now, but up until recently.
Never tried that actually. Also, this may sound weird, but I don't care a lot about my looks. You know what I mean? I understand this is different, and probably being a man helps me on that sense. I know, girls, women are quite more into looks and stuff like that. But I also had friends that tried the spray stuff. I thought, nah, no chance.
Couldn't, so that was something I stocked up on. Also, Saint Tropez comes in different flavors. That's not right. Like, it comes in different scents. So there's a cherry Saint Tropez, and again, they've just recently brought that over to Europe, but it hit you guys first, and I have been bringing that shiz into Europe with me. Every time I go, I buy a box. Also,
Okay.
It was like double the price when it first came here. It's starting to go down in price a little bit. The next thing
Can you imagine if in the next video I'm Donald Trump color, orange? That would be fantastic. And I said, you know what? I saw a video. I had to try it, and now look at me.
always buy because they are different in Europe, again, because of law. Stupid laws. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Flamin' Hot Cheetos are flamin' hot in America, and I don't know how they change the ingredients, but when they are here, they're not flamin' hot. They're just mildly spicy. They have a little kick. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos are definitely probably not something any of us should be consuming in our bodies, but they're really good, so I buy them. Benzoyl peroxide cleansers. If you have ever had a spotty moment and you have not tried a benzoyl peroxide cleanser, go for it. So I know the
What the hell is that?
inky list. It's just isn't it weird how dogs always know when the doorbell's about to ring? Anyway, back to the cleansers. So
Wait, the dog did not know, or do you guys think it knew? Okay, now this is interesting.
go for it. So I know the inky list.
No, the dog. Am I crazy?
It's just isn't it weird how dogs always know when the doorbell's about to ring? Anyway, back to the cleansers. So benzoyl peroxide is a really good ingredient if you have acne prone skin, but in Europe you cannot buy it without a prescription in the shops. So as I said, I do have one from the Inky list. It's really good to stock up on. And if you ain't ever heard of that in your life and you got some zits, do check it out. Something with
Okay.
skin products, by the way. I used to give up on them after like 2 weeks. You really do have to use them for like 6 weeks to see a difference. Obviously, if your skin reacts badly to it, maybe you're allergic, but yeah, you have to actually be honest with yourself. Like, did you do it for 6 weeks? Something else I do.
Not sure if what I'm about to say sounds bad, but you know what I have? Shampoo. For everything. Yeah. I'm being honest, you know what I mean? I don't use any other, the things to make the hair a bit soft and stuff like that. I don't. I use shampoo. After that, I put a bit of wax and that's it.
Do not bring back with me because I have
And on the skin, I guess you can see, laughing.
not dared to do so yet. But every time I go, I'm like, I should bring this back, but I'm too afraid that it will spill in my bag, is coffee creamers. So in most parts of Europe,
Ooh, this is a good idea, actually.
we do generally have like 1 or 2 maybe coffee creamers available in most supermarkets, but the amount of different types of ones you have are like unreal. Coffee creamer is not a go-to thing in most parts of Europe. Any parts, can I just say that flat out? I don't think anywhere in Europe goes to coffee creamer with their coffee. Like maybe the odd office has it, like we have coffee creamer, but it's just not, like people just use milk, but they have it.
This is true, but actually I bought coffee creamer the other day and I've been enjoying that.
Bleh. Coffee creamer is yum yum yum. It is like a quick way to putting on weight
It's one of those things like when you're counting your calories, you look at the side of the box and you're like, oh damn, did not realize I was adding that many calories. But if you're not like concerned about that, then coffee creamer, yay. Would love to bring it back in my suitcase, but yeah, that is not something you want to. Our penultimate one is designer stuff that is cheap. So you have TJ Maxx, which I've recently discovered, as well as Ross, which I don't think I've posted the video of yet. I should do.
Should I know those brands, my friends? Because I don't. You guys may, oh, how the hell do you don't know those? I don't.
My first trip to Ross, and oh my gosh, they have some really good deals. They sell a lot of brands that we don't have in Europe. It's just really fun. And yeah, I just, every time I go, like there'll be something little that I need to buy, like a pair of sunglasses or something, and I'll inevitably find them on the cheap in one of your stores. Like you can get designer sunglasses for the price of like Target sunglasses. And finally, the number one thing, and if you watch this channel a lot, you are going
beef
to
jerky.
not be able to not guess what my number one thing is. It's cereal. I love cereal.
Well, it was something to eat. Close.
And we only have like a little bit of choice here. But in America, there are two cereals that I buy every single time and bring back in my suitcase. And I'll give you 2 seconds to guess. 1, 2.
Oh, I hate the pressure. Okay. Kellogg's. Yeah, Kellogg's.
Lucky Charms and Reese's Puffs. Are they Puffs?
Close.
I think they're called Puffs.
Reese's Puffs, definitely.
Wait a second. You guys have Reese cereals? Oh my god, this is... Okay, this is life-changing. Oh, I have to buy those. Okay, I actually... You know what's crazy? I tried Reese's for the first time very recently because of all the American stuff I've been reacting. I saw on the supermarket and I tried, and it was amazing. I bought a small ones. Oh, that was so good. This in cereal. Oh wow!
Definitely. Look at the size of that box. It's
And this giant.
absolutely massive, and that's good value.
Guys, why there is 2 prices? Is this with the tax?
So I will purchase the box, and I'll take the bag out to put it in my suitcase.
Oh, they are so yummy and incredibly overpriced in the American section of the supermarket
Dude, I believe those are probably amazing. Oh wow.
here. But without a doubt, every single time I go to America, I bring those back in my suitcase. And however you feel about freedom recently, you do have freedom of choice when it comes to choosing your cereal. So go America. Anyway, if you like this list, let me know below what else you'd like me to talk about comparing Europe and the USA and or Canada. Canada, you're treated like Ireland is treated in relation to Britain.
The other Canada is hardly Canada.
Anyway, let me know what you think of this list in the comments below, and I will see you on the other side. Bye. Are you done? You want to get down? You want to go with Editor Diane?
What?
Try and edit this video? Not acknowledging me.
Okay, so I would say one thing about this video. Actually, I had a lot of fun reacting to this, but there is a lot of stuff, probably girl stuff, that I don't get it. And I end up realizing that reacting to the video, and she seems more into fashion, looks than me, and I mean, that's fine. But there was a couple of things that I thought was really, really interesting. You know, the cereal, for example, that was quite, life-changing. That sounds amazing. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Really means a lot that you guys end up spending this time with me. If you had fun, do not forget to leave a like. See you guys in the next one. Bye.